Welcome guys to my elevated tuna pasta recipe. Here you have it. We're going to be using tuna chunks from Tesco's. I've put in 2 cans of tuna here to try to hit my protein goals, but you can use 1 can if you like. I'm using 75 grams of farfalle pasta, that's uncooked, and which will equate to about 170 grams cooked pasta. Got the water on the boil. I've got the pan ready. Put some oil in the pan, and what we're going to do is add some garden peas. I'm going to add some garden peas into here, if I can get it out of the bag. About 100 grams I'd say, or even less. Try to get our veggies in, so I've put that in there. Second of all, we're going to add some sweet corn. I used half a can of sweet corn here. Now usually I'd use courgette or something different, another vegetable. Usually courgettes because I have a bit of a bite to it, a bit of a crunch, and I like that with my pasta. But let's put the pasta in there. Now we're going to put that on for a boil. I don't know why I gave that a shake, but you know, as you can see, we've got that on the boil. Next we're going to mix the sweet corn and peas. We're just going to kind of defrost the peas here as they were frozen, and just give that a mix until softened. Now for the main ingredient here, we're going to use Thai red curry paste. Now you probably didn't see that or didn't see that coming, but I love this Thai red curry paste, which you can get from Tesco's. I pretty much add it to a lot of things if I could, but again I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of the paste in here. So I'm just going to kind of cook that off with the peas and sweet corn, and just give that a good mix and cook together for probably roughly around a few minutes. Once you know that it's all mixed in and given enough time to cook. So once you've done that, you should get something like this, which shows it all mixed together. Next, what we're going to do is add the chunks of tuna to the mix. Again, similar to before, you're going to give that a nice big mix to make sure you break down those chunks of tuna, and so we can get a bit of cooking on there. Usually you wouldn't have to cook tuna anyway, but given that we're going to make a mix here, a tuna mix, we're going to just kind of break that down softly. Next, I'm going to add half a lemon. You can probably tell my knife needs to be sharpened, but we finally got there. But yeah, I'm going to add half a lime, not lemon, and just squeeze that in. This just kind of enhances the flavor a little. That's why I added lime to it. One of my friends introduced me before. Next, I've added a teaspoon of paprika. I add paprika to a lot of things actually, so you know, I thought I'd add it in too. We've got this Tesco mascarpone and tomato sauce, which I've added in. I've added in half a jar. You can add another bolognese sauce or another pasta sauce if you like, but for about half a jar. And as you can see, once you've mixed it all together, it should look something similar to that. Once you've cooked the pasta, you can just put that in a bowl, all nice and ready. Next, I'm going to add the Parmigiano Reggiano to the mix. Once the mix has cooked, you'd like to just keep it switched off and add the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and then place on top of the pasta, just like that. As you can see, it seems like a really big mix, but as I've doubled up the tuna in there, that's why it seems to be a lot compared to the pasta. Next, this is optional, but I like to add extra virgin olive oil, probably about a tablespoon here. You can see I'm just giving it a mix. And again, to top off the Parmigiano Reggiano, you can also use other Parmesan cheese if you'd like, but yeah, just top it up on top. Of course, it's a very calorie rich meal, but something like post workout, it'd be perfect. Give it a try and let me know.